Hi everybody, video 2. So apparently my camera shut off and I heard it by the shutter speed, so I know I left off with, I'm going to go into some do's and don'ts real quick, so let's see what this crazy Canon camera does to me this time. But things to avoid is I want you to avoid becoming calorie obsessed. And what I mean by that is I want you to listen to your body. It's one of the very first rules that I'm going to tell you, is that once you get your calorie count off of maybe one of the apps that I have provided you on the website, that you give yourself a range. That is one of the very first things that I want you to do. If the app says aim for 1,400 calories, based upon how much you exercise and how active you are and how much you want to lose per week, and you're eating 1,400 calories, but you're finding yourself not emotionally hungry, which we'll talk about in the future, but physically hungry. You're nauseated, you've got a headache, you're not feeling well, you know that you're hydrated enough, but your stomach is growling. These are all signs that it's time to eat, and that can actually slow down your metabolism, especially if this is happening to you midday, in the afternoon, evening time. If it happens to you like the stomach growling and like you're not so sure feeling, maybe you can have something really small right before bed, but it's actually a big secret, and a lot of very popular weight loss nutrition books is going to bed a little bit hungry if you can. So that's just meaning that you have fed yourself 3 solid meals a day, at least 2 snacks, you've met your calorie intake goal, and you're going to bed a little bit hungry. Okay, but if you're happening this during the day, if your blood sugar is low, at any point actually, I do want you to eat. So please listen to your body. This does not give you permission to go and eat a bag full of chips because you're just starving and you're sick to your stomach. I actually want you to grab some fruit and some vegetables or some lean meat. You know, natural healthy choices, which is what the whole lifestyle is all about, is just eating clean. And I would hope that at this point when you're starting this, when you cleaned out your pantries of the other week goals, is that you set up your home and your refrigerator and your pantry, you set yourself up for success. I do not want your trigger foods in your house. If they're your children's favorite foods, then you should moderate them a little bit more, and portion control their serving sizes, put them into little mini snack bags for them, and then tuck them away. They're theirs. Buy them their indulgences that you don't like, that are not trigger foods for you, at least for a little while. Everyone has to give themselves time to learn how to get through the first few weeks of it feeling hard and difficult, because you are going to be changing your blood sugar, you're going to be changing everything, you're going to be cleaning out your system, and it may go a little haywire, and that's where a lot of people get a little squirrely about making these life changes. They think that they're doing it wrong because they're not feeling good. Well, you're not going to feel good for a little while. You're going to be detoxing your system with sodium and processed crap that you've been likely eating all along. And if you've been, so let's move on. So I don't want you calorie obsessed. If you're at 1,200 and you're like, man, I'm hungry, I need to eat, I want you to eat. Go eat 100 calorie snack. Go eat 100 calorie fruit, okay? So stop being so rigid. Give yourself a range. If you're aiming for 14, be flexible. Go 13 to 15. Go 14 to 16. Give yourself a 200 calorie window, okay? If you've met your goal, you're at 1,400 and you're satisfied, fine. Maybe you've even hit 1,200 and you're like, I'm not hungry. My body is not hungry. This is one of the beautiful things about learning to control your food, is you're going to start learning to listen to your body. And I want you to celebrate that, because how many times in our life have we, in the past, with being obese or overweight, that you felt always full, that you never got to experience that empty stomach feeling, you know? So it's like, these are parts of the journey that I want you to feel and begin to learn about. So the other thing is I want you, as part of the calorie counting program, or tool system, is basically stay away from all the low carb, well, I should say low calorie, low fat, things that say low on them. Sometimes they're taking out really good nutrients and they're filling it full of junk. A lot of these sorts of things are probably foods that are unclean anyways, and so I want you to avoid anything that has labels like that. Wholesome, natural, clean eating foods, they don't have to sell you anything. The product itself sells itself. It's so basic and natural and wholesome that they don't need to market it. It's just a staple, part of most diets. It's the big companies, and most GMO companies actually, that do a lot of this stuff. So, and then I want you to start appreciating and valuing exactly how nutrient dense your calories are. So don't just say, I ate 1,400 calories today, but they're all refined sugar crap. Nothing was of real substance. You had no real fiber, maybe you had no real nutrients, maybe you ate very little protein, so you're just going to start losing muscle instead of losing fat, and you're starving yourself. It's not good for you. So I don't want you to buy into any of that stuff, and I want you to start paying attention to the density of the quality of the foods that you eat. You're going to have to decide, is a 200 calorie chicken cutlet more valuable to me than a 150 calorie Skinny Cow ice cream cone? Because I know I have 150 calories left in my day and I feel hungry, and you know what? That's 150 calories I still have, and I can have that. So I'm going to have a Skinny Cow ice cream. Look at what I'm saying. Healthy chicken protein. You're on a restricted calorie diet. You need all the protein you can get. You're going to choose a Skinny Cow? No. It's like certain things are not going to be worth it. I want the Skinny Cow 150 calorie ice creams to be your planned indulgences for the week. That's something that you're going to purchase, and you're going to look forward to that on Sunday, because Monday through Saturday you did really, really great, and then that's your indulgence for the day. It's your family maybe shared, or you had a Skinny Cow ice cream. So I just want you to pay attention to that. So and what I'm hoping you all alleviate as I talk about this, is your anxiety or any of these feelings that you have in regards to calorie counting. Because like I said before in the first video, I do not want calorie counting to be something that you dread or don't like. I want you to be optimistic about it, and I don't want you to fear it, and I don't want you to have any strange feelings about it. And if you do, send me a private message or an email, and we can talk about it a little bit more, or go inside the group and share and talk and let other people help and guide you along with that. So that's the beautiful part about being inside of a group with 300 other women that want the exact same thing you do. So use that for your advantage. So and then the other thing is I want to say that not all these apps, and even the tools I gave you earlier just to help you give you an idea of what your calorie count should be right now, that as well as a tool. That is something that you can use to help get you started. That calorie count might not work for you. You may need to be a little bit higher to feel comfortable for a little while, and then you can slowly drop down. If you say you're just brand new to calorie counting, and you've been normally eating 2,500 calories a day, and the app is telling you in order to lose 2 pounds a week, you're at 1,400 calories, you're going to feel really hungry. And I would even say to you then, if you're brand new to calorie counting, don't do that. Please don't use the app that I gave you or the guide. Basically, what I would love to see you do is to start journaling, start measuring, doing all that sort of thing, and then just start yourself off at 1,800 to 2,000 calorie range. Start there first. Be there for a week, maybe 2. See where you fall. Are you losing any weight? How are you feeling? Are you feeling full? Do we need to work on anything? And then we can start to drop it after that if we need to. But you very well may lose at 1,800 calories because your body's just eating 2,500, which you've now lost 700 calories a day. And maybe you started working out. So 700 calories a day times maybe 5 days a week, because you're in it, you're in the groove. That's 3,500 calories. That's 1 pound just on a calorie deficit from your food intake alone, times or plus any of the loss that you have from your working out. So yeah, and again, talk to me about that if you feel like your calorie count is not right for you, if you're brand new to this. And for all my other girls that are calorie counting, been calorie counting or plateauing, head up my blog for another important post about plateaus and changing things up. So do go with nutritional quality. I want you to work on diversity of your foods, and we'll be talking about that in the next 8 weeks of changing and exploring different fruits and vegetables and proteins, eating foods that keep you feeling full longer. Again, start checking your stats on your fiber. Calorie cycling. So basically calorie cycling is going to be really great for my athletes out there as well. Basically you're going to eat a little bit more, you can. You do not have to. If you have applied into the app that your BMR is 1600 calories, you